Growing up, I did by day on the farm. When I went to London, I was a taxi driver to help get money for my education. When I went to Canada, I was a cleaner of dormitories to help get money for my education. But today, I stand before you as Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. It tells you that it is possible. It is possible. It is not where you are starting, but where you end up. And let nobody tell you, my brothers and sisters, let nobody tell you that it is not possible. It is possible. You have to have a mindset of possibilities, not one of impossibilities. And that is what I want to do and take Ghana to the next frontier. I want to take Ghana on a journey of possibilities. Because what the advanced countries have done, we can also do and do better. The world is moving into the fourth industrial revolution. This is the digital age. That is where the world is moving. And about 14 years ago, I wrote a book. And that book was on development in Africa. And when I wrote the conclusion of that book, I wrote about where African countries should go. And I said that the key to resolving our problems was digitalization, so that we can move this economy into the digital age and be able to compete with the rest of the world. And so when I got the opportunity to become the vice president of this country, I decided to put what I had written already into practice and help to digitalize Ghana. And therefore, if you see a lot of the policies I have been implementing since I became vice president, they are policies that are aimed at transforming this country. We had so many problems that we have never solved since independence. But we began to solve those problems. We did not have unique identity in Ghana. So we insisted that the Ghana card must be issued to everyone. And we have issued 17.6 million Ghana cards right now. And that is providing unique identity to everyone. And the Ghana card is helping us in so many areas. Many people do not understand. And this is why I said the Ghana card was so important. We've had a problem in our public sector payroll, where you have a lot of ghost workers. And when you have ghost workers, it means people are stealing money. They are not working, but they are collecting pay. So I said that every worker has to be accounted for with their Ghana card, so that you will have fingerprints to relate to every worker on payroll. When we did that, all the ghosts who had no fingerprints all ran away. The ghosts disappeared. In the National Service Scheme, we were able to eliminate 44,000 people because they were ghosts. In SNIT, we were able to eliminate 19,000 people because they were ghost pensioners. And we saved over 700 million Ghana cedis between these two institutions. And today I can proudly say, on Government of Ghana payroll managed by the Controller and Accountant General, you don't have ghost workers on the payroll anymore. This is a solution to a problem. Today, we are making sure the Ghana card is issued and the Ghana card numbers are issued to even newborn babies. So today, as exists in different countries overseas, if you give birth to a child in Ghana today and you take that child for weigh-in, that child is going to be given a Ghana card ID and a birth certificate ID at the same time. This is what happens overseas in the advanced countries. But we are also doing it here in Ghana. Today, every location in Ghana, every property in Ghana has a digital address. Before, we didn't have addresses. You had to direct people based on the mango tree or the blue house or the cocoa cellar. But today, we go by digital addresses. And every location has a digital address. And this is now allowing so much business to take place over the internet and e-commerce. Today in Ghana, we said that many people have mobile money accounts. And so we wanted to introduce mobile money interoperability, a unique type of interoperability, so that you can send money from one telco to another, which we couldn't do before. And you can also send money from the bank account to the Momo account, which we couldn't do before. And we have done this interoperability in Ghana. And Ghana is the only country in Africa that I know of where you have done this mobile money interoperability between bank accounts and mobile accounts. And this has made the mobile money market in Ghana the fastest growing in Africa. You've created so many jobs because of the expansion of Momo in the country. And in terms of financial inclusion, Ghana is now the #1 in Africa in terms of financial inclusion, access to financial inclusion. So we are moving up. In September 2002, I had a very bad experience in Tamale. My father had an operation and he was losing blood, and they were looking for blood that night at TTH. We couldn't find the person who was managing the blood bank. Unfortunately, he lost blood throughout the night, and by the morning my father had died. And so when I became vice president, I heard about zipline drone technology. Drone technology that will deliver blood, vaccines, and medicines to hospitals, especially in remote areas. I flew out to San Francisco to meet this company and tell them that many people in Ghana are dying needlessly from snake bites, from giving birth to children, losing blood, and therefore they need to come to Ghana. And today, Zipline has 6 drone centers in Ghana delivering medicines to 2,800 hospitals and clinics in Ghana. Each drone center is flying on average about 100 flights a day, each drone center, and delivering medicines and saving lives. And today, Ghana is the largest medical drone delivery service in the whole world. The whole world. We are #1. The whole world. It is possible. It is possible. We can lead the world. We can lead the world, and we are leading the world. A few months ago, what is very interesting about our drone centers is that all the centers are 100% managed by Ghanaians. Ghanaian young men and women are managing all the drone centers. And just a few months ago, they came to Ghana from San Francisco to hire a drone operator in Ghana to go and lead a team in San Francisco. It is possible because we have the most experience in this technology now in the whole world. And so they are coming from San Francisco to recruit people from Ghana to go and work over there. And that is what I'm saying about what we need to do as a country. We need to move ahead in the fourth industrial revolution. We have digitalized the ports, we have digitalized passport applications, the drivers and vehicle licensing authority. One interesting thing that is I'm about to introduce, inshallah, if I become president, is in the passport application. Today, if you have to apply for a passport, you have to go and fill a passport form electronically or manually. You fill it and then go through the process. But all the information on that passport form is also contained on your Ghana card. So I've said that in that case, there's no need, if you have a Ghana card, to go and apply again for a passport. Once you have your Ghana card and you insert your Ghana card number and pay your fee, they should print your passport for you. So we are going to start that next year by the grace of God. Make passport application very easy for everybody. Once you have your Ghana card, pay your fee and they will print the passport because they have your biometrics, they have your picture, they have all the information, and there's no need to go through that laborious process anymore. And so we have done that in terms of the passport application. Another thing that we have introduced, that I have championed, is the networking of our hospitals in Ghana. Because you can go in the past and then you are looking for your folder in the hospital and they tell you your folder is missing. Your health information is missing. So far, we have digitalized the information for everybody at every teaching hospital, every regional hospital, and every district hospital. So if they transfer you today, refer you from Tamale or from Bolga to Tamale or to Kolebu, you don't need to carry your folder to Kolebu. Just carry your ID. Once they put the number in the computer, all your medical records will come out for everybody to see. This is what is happening across the developed world. And we are also doing it in Ghana. By the end of next year, all hospitals and clinics and chip compounds would all be part of the system. And we will make major progress in that regard. We have also introduced the e-pharmacy. And the e-pharmacy will allow everybody, if you have a medical prescription, to go there and find which pharmacy has the medicine. Right on the internet, you can order it and pay for it and know the different prices from different pharmacies. And Ghana will be the first country in sub-Saharan Africa to roll out this e-pharmacy, which is already working. So we are doing what the advanced countries are doing. It is possible for us to move ahead. And it takes thinking, it takes foresight to bring up some of these policies. It is the same foresight that it took for us to introduce free senior high school education. This is one of the major social interventions that we have done in our 2 terms in office. We introduced it in 2017. And we have seen the benefits of free senior high school education. The number of students who have benefited from free senior high school education has increased. When we came in before senior high school, free senior high school education, we had 800,000 people enrolled. Today, we have 1.4 million students enrolled for free senior high school education. When we were introducing it, there were some who said it was 419. It will not work. But we made sure we introduced it. We paid the money, about 2 billion Ghana cedis a year, and it is working. And today, you see the beauty of free senior high school education is that more girls are enrolling than boys in senior high school education. Today we have gender parity in senior high school education, and the performance of the students has improved dramatically in senior high school education. It's because they are getting the support to do well in school. Some people say they are doing well because they are cheating. That is not true. They are doing well because they are working hard and they are passing their exams. And so it is very, very important that you understand that without our government being in office, we would not have had free senior high school education in Ghana. And that is really a big thing. We have also invested, for the artisans who are here, we have invested a lot in TVET education, technical and vocational education. We have invested almost 6 billion Ghana cedis in the last 7 years to improve the TVET institutions. The existing 34 MVTIs, we have really improved them. The 10 technical universities as well as the 13 technical colleges. We have improved all of them with state-of-the-art equipment. And we have also made TVET free. And that is a major change. Free TVET. And that has increased the enrollment from TVET institutions from 60,000 to 159,000 today. So we are changing this country slowly but surely. Our government is the government that has provided the most in terms of financial support to businesses in this country. Over the last 7 years, we have provided financial support of 621 million Ghana cedis to 305,000 small businesses in Ghana. That is the highest of any government since independence. And that is where we want to go and do more of. We've just introduced a new scheme under the Ghana Enterprise Agency called the Biz Box, where you have about 600 million Ghana cedis to support small businesses through their trade associations. Whether you are beauticians, whether you are carpenters, whether you are tailors, whether you are mechanics, you can access through the Ghana Enterprise Agencies up to 600 million Ghana cedis. And that is really a lot of support that we are giving to businesses. The Youth Employment Agency is also supporting 10,000 businesses. And I just launched this a few months ago, the Business Employment Assistance Program. 10,000 businesses, and they will support each of those businesses to recruit 2 people. And they will help those businesses with 500 cedis a month for each employee. And that is how we are expanding employment and supporting businesses at the same time. So we are pushing to make sure we are increasing employment, supporting businesses, making sure that we are training our people. We have also supported a lot in the area of sports facilities. The youth are very keen on sports. And we have built stadia. We have commissioned 10 multi-purpose stadia since we came in, and we have built over 150 astroturfs since we came into office. When we came into office in 2017, the whole of Ghana had only 3 astroturfs. 3. Today, we have over 150 astroturfs and counting in Ghana. So we are supporting our people in the sports area, apart from the major stadia such as the Boteman and the Legon Sports Stadium and all of that. But we are creating almost in every community now, the demand for astroturfs is increasing, and we are going to do that. I believe that to get into the digital age, we have to prepare the youth for the digital age. The digital age is non-negotiable. We are either going to get into it or we will be left behind. And this is why I want, under my program, to train 1 million youth in digital skills so that they can be there and be able to be coders, to be software developers, to be software engineers. And you don't really need to have a high education to be able to be trained. You just need to be able to read and write. And we can train you to have IT skills to be able to work in the fourth industrial revolution. Youth who we train, the 1 million youth we train, can be sitting in Ghana here, can be sitting in Zabzugo, can be sitting in Woolensee, can be sitting in Karaga, and they'll be working in Australia, working in Germany, working in the UK, because they have the digital skills to do those tasks. We are going to create a lot of jobs. And I already, let me tell you, that in the last 7 years, we have created 2.1 million jobs. 2.1 million jobs. And most of them are for the youth. 1.2 million in the public sector and 975,000 in the private sector. 2.1 million jobs. But that is not enough. We need to create more. But there's no government in the history of Ghana that has created more jobs than our government. No government in the history of Ghana has created more jobs. But we are going to create more. And I'm going to train 1 million youth in IT, in software development, in coding, and we will create more jobs. We are going to create more jobs through the creative arts sector, through the pharmaceutical sector, through the sports sector, through the tourism sector. We will bring in new growth pools and make also Ghana a tourism hub. We are going, Agenda 111 is another idea I came up with. Agenda 111 is another idea I came up with. And we are going to build hospitals in all the districts and regional hospitals as well. Once we finish the Agenda 111 hospitals, we are going to recruit more nurses to the Agenda 111 hospitals because they need to be there to work. The good news is also that the Ministry of Finance in August this year will provide financial clearance for the recruitment of nurses who have been home for a few years now. So in August, we are recruiting the nurses. So that is very, very important. But I want you to also, since I'm talking about nurses, I have some good news for you. The Ministry of Finance is here, and he has confirmed, as I had already said, that they have transferred money to the Ministry of Health, and next week you will get your alawa drop-in for you. Next week you will get your alawa drop-in for you. And we will be doing that for all the different categories and starting this process. So we are not canceling alawa. Even if there are challenges, we will continue to pay alawa, and we'll find ways of continuing to pay alawa. As I said, I'm running for president, and I want to do so much for this country. I will come to you, and I have been in public service as Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana and as Vice President. My record is clear. If you ask me what I have done for this country as vice president, I can list 33 policies, initiatives that I have championed or initiated as vice president. I'll tell you, I've done Ghana card, I've done digital address, I've done mobile money interoperability, I've done the Zongo Development Fund, I've done mobile, all of these, one constituency, one ambulance, Agenda 111, student loans without guarantor. I've done so many things, gold for oil policy. That is me, if you ask me. What I say about my opponent is that if you ask him what he did as vice president, he cannot tell you one thing. One thing. And when you elect me as president, I will come back and ask for another mandate for another 4 years. He will not come back. Once you elect him, that is it. There will be no accountability. I will have accountability. So I have to work much harder to be able to justify your confidence again, to vote for me again. So put your trust in me, vote for me, and let us change Ghana. I want to change Ghana. I want to move Ghana forward. I want it to make it possible. It is possible. It is possible. It is possible. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you very, very much. I want to introduce our parliamentary candidate for Tamale South, Hussein Musa. This is him. Please support him. Parliamentary candidate for Tamale South. Please support him and support all the Npp parliamentary candidates. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Your Excellency is going to take questions from you. Please take your seat and we will take the questions. Please. Regional Youth Organizer, help me locate those who want to ask the question. Please take your seats. Please take your seats. Take your seats. Please help me. Okay, I can see one hand there. I can see one hand there. Please take your seats as we ask the questions. Okay. All right. Please move back for me. So. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, go ahead. Let's all come in. Come in. Who else? Oh, you want to ask a question? Anyone from here? Okay, come. So 4 questions. This one is first. Okay. You mentioned your name, your school, and your school. Ask the question.
My name is Amadou Abubakar. I am from Tamale School of Hygiene. Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, if I may ask, Mr. Vice President, if I may ask, why did you want to be a president?
My name is Nora Diankova. And disability. All believe that disability is not inability. I'm a student of UDS, Development Education. But I want to know, Mr. President, please, what do you have for reducing, what initiative do you have for people with disability?
All right, good evening. Mr. Vice President, my name is Issa Abdul-Manan, leader and president for the National Union of Ghana Students, UDS Tamale Campus. I know you've shown commitment in the last 8 years, and so I would want to know, Mr. Vice President, in your next government, how do artisans benefit when you come into power? Thank you very much.
The last question, Your Excellency.
Good evening. Please, my name is Hafsat Abdurrahman Flium, Tamale NMTC. Please, my question is, how will digitalization provide us job? And we want to be assured that after completing our program, we will get postings, because our seniors are still in the house since 2020 to date. They haven't been posted. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. For those 4 very good questions. I think that first question was why I want to be president. I believe that I have what it takes to help transform this country, to help change this country, to lift this country to the next level. I believe that we have a long way to go, but I believe that I can bring together everybody to change this country, that we can make sure we have jobs for the youth. We can make sure that I take Ghana into the 4th industrial revolution, the digital economy. I want to be able to transform the agriculture of this country. I want to be able to bring down the cost of electricity by moving Ghana away from fuel to solar power, so that we can bring down the cost of electricity. I want us to move Ghana towards ownership of our resources in terms of mining, to change the paradigm so that Ghanaians have 100% control of, in the small scale sector, of the concessions that we will give them, so that we can bring down illegal mining and so on. I want to be able to help Ghana transform the education system to be fit for the 4th industrial revolution, where we bring in artificial intelligence, we bring in robotics and all of the Internet of Things, so that we can move Ghana to the next level. I want to help the poor, I want to help the vulnerable, and therefore I want to run for president to transform Ghana, to support people and to move this nation forward. It is very important. The second question had to do with disability. And it is very true that disability does not mean inability. A lot of people who are persons with disabilities have some of the sharpest minds that we have, and we need to support them. And that is why in my government, persons with disability will attend tertiary education for free. All persons with disability will attend tertiary education for free. And that is what we are introducing. And we are also going to hire 1,000 special needs teachers in our schools, so that they can provide assistance to persons with disability. I am very, very committed to that. The third question was on artisans. How are we going to help artisans? The most important thing that we have to do is to first make sure we can train skilled artisans. The training of artisans is very, very important, because if you don't have very, very good training, then the quality of work of the artisan will be poor. And that is why today you can see that even when people are building houses, they go and bring people from Togo to do tiling and to do POP and all of that. So we, first of all, to help the artisans, we have to train. And this is why I said before, we are investing so much in TVET education and providing free TVET. When the artisans are finished training, you need to support them with startup kits to help the artisans. And this is why we have brought in a program called the Biz Box under the Ghana Enterprise Agencies, where we are aiming to provide 125,000 businesses with startup kits when they finish their artisanal training, so that they can have access to these startup kits to go into work. And then, as I told you, the YEA is also supporting artisans to be able to have a lot of capital in terms of employment of people that they are going to support, and we will go there. So we are very, very keen on supporting artisans, and we have also launched the Ghana Apprenticeship Program, the GAP, which is also going to help people in terms of bringing apprentices, because artisans always get apprentices, and we are going to help artisans in that way to support them to look after apprenticeships. The last question had to do with digitalization and jobs. And that is a very important question. Very soon, this whole world economy, the whole world is going into a digital economy. Therefore, countries that don't digitalize will not have a lot of job creation. They will be losing jobs. And so we want to make sure that digitalization can bring jobs. Just look at what is happening in the mobile money space across the country. So many jobs are being created across because of use of mobile money. You look at e-commerce, and you see that the digital address system that we have brought is allowing people to do business or e-commerce on the internet. You see that we've been able to revive Ghana Post just because we introduced the digital address system. And that is what is going. As I said, I want to train 1 million youth in IT skills, software development, software engineers. 1 million youth, so that we can provide them jobs in all sorts of areas. So digitalization is the key to job creation as far as the fourth industrial revolution is concerned. And we are going to be moving forward in that direction. Thank you so very, very much. God bless you, and God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you. I want to also introduce some of our parliamentary candidates. Parliamentary candidate for Sanarugu constituency, Felicia Tetem. Sanarugu constituency. For Savulugu constituency, Fataya Abdul Aziz. Savulugu. Wonderful, wonderful. For Tamale North, Abre Rahman. Your man, Tamale North, Abre Rahman. Vote for him. I've already introduced Hussein Musa. Thank you all. Wulensi constituency, Haruna, please. Wulensi, thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Let's give it up for His Excellency, Dr. Mamadou Bawumia. Boy, DJ, give us one form. That's right.
Well, that was the Vice President and flag bearer of the ruling New Patriotic Party. He just finished interacting with the youth at the UDS Dungu campus in Tamale. And he listed quite a few things. I mean, he mentioned his achievements in the office of the Vice President. He also mentioned some things that he wanted to put in place. One of the key things, though, that stood out for most of the people, especially the nursing students there, was the fact that 177 million had been transferred from the Ministry of Finance to the Ministry of Health, so that it will be used to pay their allowances, and he says they should hope to get it by next week. Now, he also made mention that from August, the government is giving, Ministry of Finance is giving clearance for nurses to be recruited again. So this has brought a lot of joy to most of the nursing students over there and the nurses over there. Move on to look at how his day has been today. He had a breakfast meeting with the clergy this morning, and then he also met with the imams at the Bagabaga College of Education. Now, later he paid a courtesy call on the Northern Regional House of Chiefs. And let's not forget that we had the Yana in attendance. He happens to be the overlord of Dagbon. He also engaged in a meet and greet at Kakasunanka, and then also another meet and greet at the Aboabo market in Tamale. And finally, he actually engaged the youth in a Youth Connect Town Hall meeting, which we just watched. But let's go take a look at the first meet and greet which he had, which was at Kakasunanka. Okay, you just saw the meet and greet that he engaged in with the people, and this brings us to the end of today's coverage. But before we go, we'd actually play some interviews that were conducted earlier by our colleague Abner. Do have a lovely evening. We'll bring you more updates tomorrow.
Salam, we are now in the with me, Adam Holy, who the northern region. I see so many youth here. What do you have to tell them with the expectations for tonight's Youth Connect?
Well, like we have done this program over the last period, the Vice President will have an engagement with the young people here. Largely, they're all students, most from the immediate university campus. The Tamale campus of UDS. So largely, the Vice President will have an encounter with them, and he has, largely espoused his vision for students and young people in general across the regions that we have been to. So today, here in Tamale, in the northern region, he will be speaking to these young people, these students, and some artisans and other, young people from different endeavors who will be coming to join. His vision to see a prosperous society for young people. And I think that it will be an exciting encounter with him. And I think it's enjoyable listening to His Excellency the Vice President engage students. His campaign has been structured such a way that it is more youth-led, more pro-youth. So that's why you see that the Youth Connect is heavily pronounced in his itinerary, because he really feels that the youth, constitute the bulk of the population, and a lot of attention need to be placed in ensuring that young people are well taken care of. So it's going to be an exciting encounter this evening with the Vice President. By the time he arrives here, it will be something that, we look forward to hearing him speak once more with passion and dedication, to inspire the young people.
You know that the Vice President is from the upper part of the country. Are there some special things that we should look out for once he is in this vicinity?
Well, he's from here, from the northeast. I come from this place. I come from northern region itself. So this is home for me. I mean, the youth of Ghana really, cut across. So I don't expect to hear something specific to the geographical zone. I want to see a vision that allows, both south, north, east, and west, thrive, regardless of the geographical location. So I am sure that the message is going to be tailored in that, fashion, that, regardless of where, you come from, where you are, you can aspire to the, highest that you yearn for once you work at it. I'm from here, from northern region, my community is just at the back here called Jakara Yili. I'm the national youth organizer of the FPP today. So you can imagine where, Grace has picked me from and where Grace has taken me now. You understand? So really, that is, the nature of the speech I want to hear from the Vice President today, that he inspires the young people in the North to aspire to rise to the higher levels.
Thank you, Salam.
Thank you.
Salam Mustafa is the national youth organizer for the NPP.
Is engaging with party people as he go around to engage across the country. Specifically, he usually would engage the clergy, he would engage the Muslim leaders, he would engage the House of Chiefs, and also interact with the community people, i.e. market engagement, and then the butchers, the artisans and all that. But this particular one, the Youth Connect, is specifically to engage a special group of people who are the majority of voters. If you look at the census data, we have about 63% of our voter population who are within the youth bracket. And this program specifically is targeted for those group of people. And we try as much as possible not to let party people participate more in this program, because we want the flag bearer to be able to engage with people who are having the benefit of meeting him for the first time. For instance, these first-time voters, the senior high school, the university, and then the nursing and teacher training colleges that usually come for this program, they are first-time voters largely. And this is an opportunity for them to interact with the flag bearer. So that is why we try as much as possible to limit party people from participating in this program.
So far, we've gone through so many of the regions. Would you say that Youth Connect has been a success?
I can say that it has been very impactful, because if you look at the feedback we get, it has been very, very successful, and we pray that we improve it as we go to the other region. So far, I think we've done about 7 or 8 regions. By the time we finish with the 16th region and Ashanti region, the things and how politics is done in this country will turn around. This is the first of its kind. No political party or no candidate have been able to do what the flag bearer is doing currently. And this is anchored under the youth wing led by Salam Mustafa, who is our national youth organizer.
Thank you, Sadat.
You're welcome.
It's me, Adam Holy, who is a level 200 student here at UDS. Adam, how has it been for you as a student here in this university?
Actually, this university, I came in 2021-2022 academic year, and this university has been so it looks difficult to stay here due to the nature of the environment, and then lack of scholarships that can take us through. So a lot have been said and a lot are happening in this school. We are looking up to, especially today, we are looking up to His Excellency, the Vice President, and for that matter, the flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party. So at the end of the speech, we are expecting a lot from him that can come and make the environment a better place for us in UDS here.
Beyond scholarships, what are some of the things that you're looking forward to happening here at UDS to improve your life as a student?
Yes, as a student, our lives cannot be improved if the environment is not conducive. As you see, we have a lot of buildings that are still ongoing. A lot of classes are still at deplorable states. We don't even have lecture halls and many more. So we want, at the end of the day, the Vice President should take into account the facilities and the environment of the school. We want the environment to be more conducive for studies in this particular school.
Thank you, Adam.
You're welcome.